Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So today's topic is quite interesting and different as well. By the term different, I mean do listen to the intro of this analysis. It's very important. See, most of us don't focus on this placement so oftenly. So do listen to the intro. Watch this video when you have free time, when you have enough time. Prepare 2 cups of coffee, one for you, one for me. All right. So what are we going to talk about? Well, we'll focus on the axis, the alignment of sun, moon in the Navamsha division. Now you'll be thinking, what are you talking about? Let's quickly understand the today's topic. Well, by the term sun-moon axis, I mean we are going to see the placement of moon from the placement of sun. How far is moon placed from the sun? How many houses it's away from the sun? So suppose if sun is in the first house and moon is in the third house, we'll say that sun, moon are in a 3-11 axis. Moon is 3 places away from the sun and sun is 11 places away from the moon. Now, why do we want to analyze and observe the sun-moon orientation in Navamsha division? Well, it will help you to understand your life path. What is your true purpose? How you will attain that purpose? How you will walk in this journey? What kind of choices you will make? So when we understand this placement, it will give you some kind of a guidance, what kind of challenges you may face in this lifetime and how you can rise above these challenges, what kind of choices you can make to proceed ahead more easily, how to succeed in your goals. See, sun is what? It is the karaka of your soul. It represents your inner voice, your inner light. So sun defines you. Sun is defining who you truly are. It is your master plan, something who you are and what you want to achieve in this life. Sun will define that. Moon is what? Moon is the mind. It reflects the light of sun. So if sun is giving you a master plan, okay, you have to reach there, then it is the duty of moon to help you to reach to the point, because moon is the karaka of your mind. Moon is your choices, your actions, response system, how you will react to every situation. So just like how the moon reflects the light of sun, in the same way our mind also have to reflect the light of our soul. And the orientation of sun moon, the axis of sun moon, will help you to know how your soul and mind are working together. Will you be able to follow the path which is shown by the sun, which is your soul? How these two planets are interacting with each other and how this will impact your relationships, your life path, your choices, your professional journey. All aspects of life can be very well understood by understanding the sun-moon orientation in the Navamsha. Though there are millions of people in this world, but each of us have our very own unique path. We came to this place to accomplish something, to settle some accounts, and therefore there is a master plan for each of us. Maybe this master plan has been decided by the higher forces, but a lot depends upon us, how we'll proceed ahead, what kind of choices we'll make. This will create a difference in your life. Suppose you want to reach to a destination, to a place. According to the master plan, you are being provided with a road, a pathway. But now it's up to you. Will you choose to walk ahead even if the road is broken, it's twisted, or it is passing through deep jungles, you have to climb over mountains? So you must make the choices, you must walk. And that's what the sun-moon axis in Navamsha indicates. How your mind, response system and choices are working with respect to the master plan. Planet Moon holds on to maximum number of yogas in astrology. There is no planet like Moon. Suppose Jupiter is 6, 8, 12 away from Moon, so it will give you the Sakata Yoga. If Jupiter is 1, 4, 7, 10 places away from Moon, it's the Gajakesari Yoga. When a planet is placed 2 places away from Moon, it's the Sunafa Yoga. And when there is a planet 12 places away from Moon, it's the Anafa Yoga. And when you have benefics 6, 7, 8 places away from Moon, we call this as the Adi Yoga. So majority of the yogas associated to Moon are based on the orientation of planets with respect to the Moon's position. In the past, there were many ancient scholars who greatly emphasized on analyzing the placement of Moon from the Sun. In fact, they classified this into 3 types of yoga: Adhama, Sama, Varishta. When Moon is 1, 4, 7, 10 places away from Sun, we call this as the Adhama Yoga. When Moon is 2, 5, 8, 11 from the Sun, we call this as the Sama Yoga. And when Moon is 3, 6, 9, 12 places away from Sun, we call this as the Varishta Yoga. Well, the Varishta Yoga is the most strongest yoga. It gives maximum benefits. It blesses one with great success, wisdom, and qualities. It gives the power to fulfill your goals. Then the next one is the Sama Yoga, which gives moderate success. And the last one is the Adhama Yoga, which is least favorable. But today's video is beyond these yogas. Let's talk in detail how the Moon's placement from Sun will impact you. These 3 yogas will never completely give the final judgment of who you truly are. So let's talk about this placement, this axis in detail. If you have Sun and Moon in the same house of Navamsha, it shows in this life you have a purpose to be self-aware. You are built in such a manner that constantly you will work upon yourself. You need to have more knowledge and awareness of your own qualities, traits, and most importantly, emotions. What happens when Sun and Moon are in the same house? Well, it looks like this. The reflective side of Moon faces towards the Sun, and the darker side faces towards the Earth. This means you are more drawn towards your soul. You can easily understand who you truly are and what is your journey, what you must do. So you will constantly move towards the path of self-awareness. You will be very spiritual. You will be aware what you need to do in this life to fulfill your purpose. And even if you don't know right now, you will find out very soon in the future. But the issue is you don't trust your beauty. You do not trust your inner self. Most of the times you will notice that other people around you, they are moving into a different direction and you are moving into a different direction. You may not trust the path which other people are following. So you want to follow a new path, a different journey, but you don't have enough confidence to do that because other people may give you a doubt that whatever you are doing, it's wrong. That's why I'm telling you that there is a purpose to be self-aware. Because the more you will be self-aware, the more you are aware of your strength and qualities, it would be easy for you to follow your intuition. This is a major lesson to be learned. You must hear your inner voice. Your moon is completely drawn towards the sun. So you must listen to your inner voice. You must follow your intuition. Despite of being highly intelligent, you are unable to execute right plans. Though you have this map to the greatest treasure, but you might feel so trapped within your emotional issues that it prevents you to even walk towards your destination. This placement can give difficult early life, especially your childhood, and this may even affect your emotions in the adult life. You must shine and reflect in this life. That is the purpose of moon, right? It reflects the light of the soul. You must shine and reflect in this life. That is the purpose of moon as well. It has the duty to reflect the light of our soul, reflect the light of sun. So you must open to this world. It's like you want to go for an adventure and still you will continue to worry whether this is the right decision or not. Do I really want this or not? With respect to your relationships, family bonds, or marriage partnership, you do take a lot of time to open up. People might stay clueless about your feelings and intentions. Especially, this impacts the emotional compatibility in marriage, both in a positive and negative way, both. On one hand, your partner may take a lot of time in understanding you, but it does have the power to give a beautiful bond with your partner because sun is the divine masculine and moon is the divine feminine. So this placement do lead to a very amazing spiritual connection between you and your partner, which is way above than any physical intimacy. When moon is 2 places away from the sun gets 12 places away from it. You have a purpose to find the true meaning of your existence. As moon, the karaka of mind, is 2 places away from the karaka of soul, you are being guided by your family. At a very young age, you might have been told what to do in life. You should do this, you should do that, you are not good enough, or you must walk on this path. So there has been a lot of guidance coming through family. And as you will grow older, your desire to learn and explore this world will keep on expanding. You might want to detach from your roots as you want to explore this world on your own. Indeed, there is a debt towards family. You not just have to financially support them, but you must also invest your emotions and energy in the familial bonds. But as sun is 12 places away from the moon, you will always feel that your true light, happiness, destiny, or purpose lies somewhere else, quite far. You may constantly look out for a breakthrough, an opportunity which will help in celebrating and accepting who you truly are. There is a deep desire to outgrow from a certain kind of image, how the world perceives you. You want to outgrow from what others want you or expect you to become in this journey. And yes, there is a lesson to leave your comfort zone. Walk on your path all alone, moving away from the familiar things. Moving from familiar to unfamiliar place is the key to become what you are meant to be. With this placement, attaining financial security will be a major theme in this lifetime. With respect to your relationships and marriage partnership, people will have many expectations from you. They may expect you to behave or act in a certain manner, and this will become a challenge. This may sometimes keep you away from having a time of your own to focus on your own needs. You must make other people aware of what are your thoughts, what are your values and expectations from life. The major theme with respect to marriage is to focus on creating stable family and accumulate more and more resources, assets, and upliftment in life. When planet Moon is 3 places away from the Sun gets 11 places away from the Moon. This is actually a very good placement in Navamsha. Moon being the Karaka of mind, placed 3 places away from Sun, which is the Karaka of your soul, well, it makes you a go-getter. Through the experiences and struggles of life, you will learn to make the right efforts. No matter what happens, you will stick to your goals. This quality is the biggest strength of this placement. Also, you learn to become more independent in life. When it comes to achieving your goals, risk is required. In order to grow and prosper, it's important not to look into the past. You may have this tendency of looking back again and again, especially if Moon is afflicted, and this may cause hesitation in moving ahead. Sun being 11 places away from Moon, this shows at some point of time in your soul's journey, the reaction of the world, your surroundings, the people around you impacted a lot on your growth and fulfillment of your goals. Therefore, with this placement, there will be a deep desire to grow quickly in a very fast way and achieve everything on your own. You won't rely on others for anything. With respect to relationships, you will be very selective about the people who surrounds you. In fact, there will be a certain set of people who will always create some obstacles, who you may always avoid, as you only seek people who can be your great support. If Moon gets afflicted, this may bring such friends, co-bonds, or close family members who may suppress your motivation and growth. In case of marriage, Moon being 3 places away from Sun does help a lot in better communication and understanding. Despite of indifferences, it gives the courage to talk and resolve issues. The major lesson to be learned with this placement is everything will come to you step by step. It's a process. There is no need to worry or rush in life. When planet Moon is 4 places away from the Sun is 10 places away from the Moon. It makes one very conscious about the future path. Whatever work you might be doing in this journey, you will seek emotional fulfillment through it. There's always a doubt whether I'll be able to fulfill my dreams or not. The reason why it is considered to be not much favorable placement by astrologers, because this placement seeks great commitment and devotion towards your path. Even the same happens in your relationships, family bonds, marriage partnership. Commitment is the challenge because you will come across such people who rely on you for everything. They will depend on you for their own comfort and happiness. No, everything is not bad with this placement. In fact, Moon 4 places away from Sun in Navamsha can give a lot of excitement, happiness, and security through the marriage partner. It's just that some things do get quite overwhelming when someone is very demanding in life, someone who demands too much of dedication or sacrifices. This can bring disappointment. Adapting yourself, your emotions, your ideas because of certain relationships, maybe family bonds. Well, this is a part of your life. You will constantly change your requirements, your needs, your perception because of someone else. You are born with great strength and power. Therefore, you must stay dedicated to your path. You will end up setting an example for other people. The major lesson in this life is to move beyond your comfort zone. Even deeply within, you'll be much attracted to challenges, but you are too scared to move ahead. What if I lose what I already have? On the other hand, you will crave to grow abundantly. The more you go beyond your insecurities, the more power will come to you. You will be able to shape your life in a great way. Being too emotional, being too excited, well, this may create obstacles for you. The key to a beautiful transformation and successful journey is to work a bit more than your true ability. Go a bit beyond your true power. Make more efforts. And this is the ultimate path to success because you have a lesson to go beyond your insecurities. You must not create restrictions for yourself. When planet Moon is 5 places away from Sun, then Sun is 9 places away from the Moon. This alignment is considered to be moderately favorable in astrology because firstly, it provides with outstanding potential. There is a great awareness of one's own skills and qualities which will help you to succeed. A bit difficult aspect of this placement is highly emotional nature. In fact, the Karaka of mind is 5 places away from the Karaka of soul. It shows you are holding on to the past emotions and experiences. And in order to settle these issues, you'll do two things. Number one, you'll walk on a very creative path. There will be a skill or a hobby or maybe a passion which would make you very happy. It will be something which will give you great energy and a desire to look forward into the future. Secondly, there is a need to feel connected and appreciated. You'll take more risks with respect to your love relationship. In fact, you have outstanding ability to make good connections and be a guiding light to others. With respect to your marriage partnership or love connections, a major emphasis should be done on understanding each other's likes and dislikes. The emotional connection between you and your partner may take some time to grow, therefore, do not be impulsive and don't force your relationship to grow suddenly. Definitely, you are born with a treasure, which is your potential, or a skill which you have cultivated since many journeys. But in order to shine, you have a karmic lesson to grow that talent into success. You are born with a small plant and you have to transform this plant into a tree. Growth is the theme for your present journey. When moon is 6 places away from the sun gets 8 places away from the moon. This is considered to be one of the best placement for moon as it leaves great room for growth because it gives the power of efficiency. Here, the Karaka of mind always stays a bit restless to reflect the light of the soul to its perfection. This is the reason for outstanding growth and productivity. You might rely too much on yourself, which is a good thing. But the major lesson here is to understand everything cannot be in your control. Sometimes, after doing your best, we must patiently wait to see the results. We can depend on the higher forces sometimes, as they do work through us. So you rely too much on yourself, and then it leads to self-criticism as well. You blame yourself for everything. Somehow it's good for your growth, but sometimes it may lead to unhappiness. It will affect your productivity. Trusting your knowledge and your work is very essential. Of course, the Karaka of mind is 6 places away from the Karaka of soul. It does indicate that this life path is not easy, as you may constantly see obstacles which may affect you on a very emotional level. And most of the time, it's you who will block your own path. Because I have mentioned your emotions are the key to this. Here, your mind is the best friend and the worst enemy. Emotional block, emotional stagnation maybe someone is not treating you well and you are not getting enough value or appreciation from others. This will lead to emotional blockage. With respect to your relationships, family bond, and marriage partnership, you may come across people who are not adjusting in nature. They are not adaptable. They may expect you to be too giving and hardworking towards the family. Any emotional issue is difficult to forget. It's difficult to forgive people. And here the karmic lesson is you need to understand not everyone can like you. Sometimes we don't have any control on how the other people will treat us, what happens next. But what we can control is how these things will affect us. We must stand for our own self. This is the lesson with moon 6 places away from sun. People will create self-doubt for you. This is the biggest challenge, but also it is the biggest blessing because it is helping you to grow in a very amazing manner. You will keep on struggling to prove yourself, to grow and grow. With respect to your soul contracts or the marriage partnership, yes, this placement may lead to conflicts, it may lead to difficulties, but these conflicts are a way of divine to strengthen the bond of marriage. When sun and moon are 7 places away from each other, then the power of your mind to reflect your soul's light and follow your soul's destined path is outstanding. It's like you are born to complete something. You are born to complete an end game. You have to finish a task which was initiated maybe many life cycles ago. You have attained great beauty, perfection, and wisdom through your experiences. This placement gives tremendous power and energy to fulfill your goals. Not just that, you do have great influence on others. With respect to family bonds and relationships, people will leave a deep impact on your emotions. Especially your parents have impacted your life in a great way. Whatever decisions they might have taken in their journey, this might have brought many extremes in your life. Well, it's a very general thing. The decisions of parents do affect the children, but here this thing is more intense. Major lesson here is to not depend on others for validation or emotional stability. You tend to easily reflect what happens to you. With respect to your marriage partnership, well, this placement can be a blessing and a challenge both. The good thing is it provides a deep soul connection because sun is the divine masculine, moon is the divine feminine. So it does give a strong connection and understanding in the partnership. But the challenge here is you might get too emotionally dependent on the partner, or it could be both ways. In fact, here is a lesson to separate your identity from the partner. You tend to get emotionally involved in your partner's world, his or her expectations, what are his desires, and you focus less on yourself. There's more outward looking rather than the inward looking. So you must look outward. For you, nothing is impossible. You can achieve everything. The challenge is, the question is, what should I achieve next? What should I do after completing a goal? So I must find one another purpose. I must find another goal. So because you are a visionary, you are born to show path to other people. There is no break for you. Once you complete one purpose, then you will move on to a next goal. You cannot enjoy what you have achieved. There is always a desire to constantly move ahead. When planet moon is 8 places away from sun, then sun is 6 places away from the moon. Well, this indicates you do have a reminder in this journey. If people or loved ones are not supporting you enough, they are not supporting your path, you must move ahead. No need to be stuck at the same place. You don't require anyone's approval. Well, planet Moon, who has this work of reflecting the light of our soul, it has the duty to reflect the qualities of the sun. Here, with this placement, it is somewhat stuck in the eighth house. Either it is hesitant to change, to accept the changes, or it is fearful to move ahead due to uncertainty, or it's not supported enough. This placement is equally magical because it helps in adapting to different situations in a brilliant way, but a lot depends upon in which Navamsha moon is placed. Your magic is all about to adapt and change very beautifully. You have more power to change than other people, but you must trust this change because change is something where you cannot see what's happening ahead. So you do have the power to change, but you must also acquire the strength to transform yourself. And this strength comes from your choice. Your power to adapt and change in this life, it's just ruled by one factor: how much you have learned from the past. If your answer is I never learn, I repeat same things, same actions again and again, then your moon will be always stuck in the energy of eighth house. But if you learn and remember your life lessons, it will make you a master. With respect to relationships and love connections, this placement can give the most strongest connection, strongest attachment. No, it's not passion. It's a strong spiritual connection. Because here we are talking about the divine masculine and the divine feminine, sun and moon. But whenever there is a doubt or darkness in your relationship, this would make you nervous and impatient. The marriage relationship will always go in phases, just like the phases of moon, because you cannot permanently sit under the light. So you must learn the lesson of acceptance, learn the lesson of changes. In this life, working on yourself is very important, but taking a break is also equally important. There is a tendency that you may get insecure over very small issues. Your reaction is larger than the problem, and that's why you may get stuck at one place. Emotional stagnation. So, this is something which you need to get rid of in order to fulfill your purpose. In this present life path, you might encounter small breaks, sometimes unexpected breaks. Well, this is how you will renew yourself. It will give you the time to recollect your energy and also to work upon your skills to make yourself more stronger. Phases and cycles are the theme for this lifetime. You are born to make tough decisions. You are born to bring a change and revolution in this world. Though life goes on in phases for everyone, but you will feel this aspect of life in a very intense way. When planet Moon is 9 places away from the Sun, Sun gets 5 places away from the Moon. It's considered to be the best placement because here Moon gives great enthusiasm and excitement to move ahead. Not just it helps in moving towards the destination, but also one tends to explore this world with great curiosity. A major karmic lesson here is self-reflection, which means you not only have to learn about this world, but also about yourself. And indeed, Karaka of mind 9 places away from the Karaka of soul, it's an excellent placement for this. It helps you to become more aware of the knowledge and the wisdom your soul is carrying from many cycles. It enables one to have a better understanding about his or her own soul growth, your own power, purpose, and qualities. Quite a wonderful placement for spiritual growth. That's why it's considered to be the most favorable alignment of sun and moon. There will be always a quest to find purpose and meaning in life, which may sometimes create restless energy and frustration. In fact, the negative aspect of this alignment is lack of satisfaction. Therefore, you may think, let me achieve this, then I'll be happy. Okay, let me get that, then I'll be happy. But the truth is, this constant desire of finding purpose in different things may not leave room for happiness and celebrate your life, celebrate your wisdom. You are being blessed with great potential and knowledge. This is something which needs to be, cherished. You must feel happy about it because this will let you guide other people. This potential will help you to use your opportunities in a great way. And when you are not happy with what you have, it can give stagnation. There will be always a desire to move away from the place of birth, to travel. Wanderlust is the theme for the present journey. With respect to relationship, you will always attract such people who are very different, from whom you can learn and attain more knowledge. This placement does bring great support from highly influential, successful, and knowledgeable people. With respect to marriage partnership, both you and your partner would have to learn a lot from each other. You both will be each other's teachers. And you may see many turning points in your love life. But whenever you will marry, you will attract more prosperity in your life. It will open a new path for you. When the moon is 10 places away from sun, then sun is 4 places away from the moon. Here, the karaka of mind, which is your moon, has to work a lot to reflect the light of your soul. Because whatever the world offers you, well, it's not enough. The reason why the ancient astrologers considered this placement as unfavorable because it makes one non-conformist, one who doesn't bend or surrender to the requirements or the rules of others. So, if you don't work according to others, then you are not favorable. Therefore, all of this makes you crave harder to seek acceptance from the world. This placement indicates on a soul level you have achieved a lot of milestones in the past cycles. You are a true winner. Your work and actions have impacted this world in a positive manner, and you will continue to leave a great impact on this world. You do have the power and ability to connect with others, to understand people very well. And it's a treasure which is acquired from many experiences, not from this life, but from many cycles. Now, in this journey, you have a karmic lesson to understand yourself, to understand what makes you happy. Not the validation which you are achieving from the world, but truly, what is happiness for you? You have worked a lot. You have worked so much for other people. But now, with the moon 10 places away from sun, you have reached to a very crucial point, and from here, your direction is going to change. This is the transition time, and from this point of your journey, you will keep on looking inwards rather than outwards. You have attained great things. but now you have to work on yourself. So this is a placement which indicates like reaching to the zenith of your success in this journey and then moving on to preparing for a new path. And it's the same story when it comes to your relationships and marriage partnership. You are too focused in helping others, helping them to grow. There's a tendency that you will attract such a partner who may have a work connection with you, or you may help each other in respective professional paths. On emotional and spiritual level, you do have a major challenge, and that is in this journey, you must reorient your life and emotions from time to time. It's like respecting your inner belief system and also respecting the belief system of the world. My truth will be different from your truth, but you must have the courage and the determination to listen to the truth of other people as well. Professionally, you will see great upliftment. You are an achiever, no doubt. When the planet Moon is 11 places away from Sun, then Sun is 3 places away from the Moon. It is considered to be a moderately good placement because it has its own positive and negative influences. On a positive note, it indicates you are an achiever, your qualities, nature, and power are way ahead than other people. And so is your vision, which is way ahead of the time. You have experienced a lot. You carry a great wisdom. In this journey, you have a lesson to give and contribute more goodness and help to this world. As you are a visionary, you might work on multiple goals at the same time. Though the completion of these goals may become a challenge because your attention is too scattered everywhere. And here comes the negative side of this placement. It makes you feel stuck in life. And mostly because of the important people and the connections you know. There is a major lesson to be learned, and it's all about to let go, releasing yourself from the pressure of other people's expectations. You have worked too hard to keep others happy all the time. You are worried how others perceive you. What do they want from you? On a karmic level too, this placement shows unresolved issue with certain people. You'll end up being used by others. You are too good, and this attracts people towards you to take more advantage. You have to understand and cherish your uniqueness. Sometimes solitude is the best way to attain your goals. Never be too dependent on other people for your happiness. Also, it's a placement of classic confusion with respect to your ambitions. On one hand, you will always think about your profession, but on the other hand, suddenly you will be like, I want to quit everything. I just want to follow a spiritual path. I just want to move way away from this busy life. So there is a classic confusion going on in the mind, what to pursue. With respect to your marriage partnership, Moon being 11 places away from Sun, you will gain through your partner some kind of achievement or maybe just great support. But your partner can be someone who is very demanding in nature. This person will have many expectations from you. When planet Moon is 12 places away from the Sun, then Sun is 2 places away from the Moon. Though it is considered to be the best alignment of Sun and Moon, but it can be also the most heavy placement in Navamsha because you have a lot to complete, a lot to wind up in this journey. Most importantly, there are 2 things which needs to be accomplished. Number 1, healing. Number 2, it's the closure, being happy with your identity, accepting who you are. See how far the Karaka of moon is from the Karaka of soul, 12 places away. It shows burden coming through many cycles which needs healing, because you have to move on to the next level of your soul's journey. The major lesson here is to let go. Do not cling to situations and neither to the people, because the more you cling, the more stagnation you will see in life. Do not stick to such things which never worked for you. These things must be dissolved. These issues must be dissolved. With respect to love relationships, it brings short term commitments. Before you settle down permanently, you will see many connections, because it will bring such karmic connections which can be quite challenging. It will lead to emotional withdrawal, detachment, or confusion. Or it might not be easy for you to express your emotions to the partner. There is a fear of detachment. It's very difficult to cut your connections. Even if you can say on the face of other people, okay, I don't want you anymore, just stay away from me, but on emotional level you will keep thinking about that person. So it's very difficult to firstly connect with others, and when you are connected, it's very difficult to detach from people. You don't like to be a part of the real world. You have your own world, you have your own dreams. You don't want to chase what others are following. You do have a strong imagination, you have amazing healing abilities. Moreover, you have the power to work even in the most darkest times. And this makes you stronger, your spiritual strength, your ability to work even in the darkness. This is your strength. Despite of having such amazing strength and intelligence, you have to learn how to make the best of your opportunities. Do not keep thinking, what should I do? Just grab your opportunities. There might be a sluggish growth in your finances in the initial part of life, but eventually you will see growth. When will you see this growth? When you will work in such a field which you truly love, to which you are connected emotionally. And definitely, this is a classic placement which indicates you require healing. Sometimes you must stop. You must take a break and focus on your wellness. It could be that the other people around you may achieve things way soon before you. You must understand that everything takes time. This is a lesson. Spiritually, you are very strong and you will continue to incline higher and higher. But beware of the energy vampires. This is the theme for relationships. You might become a dump yard for other people's emotional issues. They will come to you and they will say everything, and then they will feel relaxed and you will start feeling unhappy. So you must cut such connections which are too dependent on you emotionally. And most importantly, do take out some time for yourself. Dedicate this time to self-care and healing. With respect to marriage partnership, yes, it's a bit difficult to find the right person, because you will take a lot of time in understanding your partner, and you will attract someone who is your tribe, very unique, a very different individual who is certainly not from your birthplace, from your culture. Your partner will be someone who is very different, and you will learn a lot from this person. Also, it indicates you are dealing with a soul contract, a partner with whom you do share a very strong karmic tie. Both have to work very hard in creating good emotional compatibility. Understanding each other is something which will be the theme of the marriage partnership. So, guys, that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. Till then, take care of yourself. Goodbye.